Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a video or whatnot, and I recently got this little something from HobbyKing, and I haven't made very many orders from them in quite some time actually. So what I picked up was this super bright, almost like pretty much like a flashlight. It's an LED, and it's on a pan and tilt. It tilts up. So basically, it's meant to be mounted upside down, from what I gather. I'm sure I could switch it around so it would pan down. I just have to switch that around. I basically put that on a 180, take it off, and swap it around or whatnot, I guess. So they say that we mount it like this, and I guess for a pan and tilt, if you had this wide off from your pan and tilt, say on your head tracker or anything like that, you could the light could basically follow your camera. As your normal, what you would expect for your pan and tilt, your two leads for your servos, and it has a jumper like that to be powered. I forget now that I had the manual. I think I threw it came with a little piece of paper or what. I think I threw it out, and then just into any channel. So I'm just going to set it up in the receiver and see how bright it actually is. Oh, and I forgot to mention that there's actually a button on the back here. So I'm assuming that's just an on and off button. So if you have it plugged in and you want to turn it off, maybe. I don't know. So I'd be curious to see how bright it is. Alright guys, so I got everything here, and I'm just going to set everything up how I would set up this LED. And I did find the manual, and the input voltage is saying 1 cell, so 3.7 to 4.2 volts. I'm sure a 5 volt would work for my receiver. It's 10 watts at 2 amps max. So a couple other little things there. It's a Cree L2, it's a type light and stuff, and it just shows you a couple ways to what I'm not fond on. What I thought what I could do was the there's two connectors from the light, okay, like I was showing you earlier. If I can find them now, it's this one and this one, the one with the open headers. Basically it's saying that one needs to go into a battery and this needs to go into your receiver, even though I was hoping that it would take the 5 volts from your receiver, but it doesn't seem like it does. So unless I'm missing something, so as of right now, I have to plug this into a just a normal battery, 4.8 nickel metal hydrate. So unless there's something I'm missing, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to use an ESC, and I need to bind this. It's a micro receiver from DragonLink, and I'm going to set the light up, say on for demonstration purposes. I'm just going to set it up on channel 5. Okay. So I'm going to, like I was saying, I got that model set up, so I'm just gonna bind it up very quick. Wait till we get the orange light. Like that. Yeah, I can do this without tipping everything over. So as soon as that starts blinking, that means you're bound. So it's pretty much instantaneous. Plug that off and reboot the power.
Welcome to Toronto's.
Alright, I'm going to power this back up. There we go, and we're bound. You get the blue light, we're bound, it's the power. That's just the status LED. So what I'm going to do is the pan and tilt. I'm just going to put it on the elevator. It's already, when it binds it, it picks up your channel mapping, so this is default spectrum channel mappings. Why I just have the radio set up. So that's throttle, aileron, elevator, and rudder. So the pan, I'm just going to put it in the aileron, channel 2, and tilt, I'm just going to put on the elevator, like so. And you can see this here. I'll get it in view. I'm going to put this into channel 5. So we'll skip channel 4, put in number 5. And I'm going to put this in the NiCad receiver pack that I have laying around for testing and stuff. Just make sure you plug it in right. So make sure you got your signals, power. You don't want to cross that. So now we're just going to set up the radio. Alright, so you see the fourth model here I have set up is just a test model, and like that for testing or whatnot. So if we keep going over on our page here, we'll see these are our 4 channels. So we're just going to come in, we're just going to add channel 5. You just hold your enter button, and we're going to call it LED, just for the video. Okay. Oops. And I'm going to come down. Now I want my source is going to be, I'm going to go with, I have click it, and when it's highlighted, whatever whatever button you push or switch, it'll go to it like that. So we want SA, and oops, SA, and for a switch we're going to go SA down. Oops, I have to click into it. We're going to go SA down. Okay. I'm just going to get out of that. Okay, so that's to turn the light on. Now we want, obviously we need to have it so it turns off. So we want we want to make another one with SA up. Okay, it's a 3-position switch. As you'll see right now on channel 5, you just see the arrow come over and it doesn't go to the minus. Okay. Oops. So we're just going to get back in here. And you just hold the enter button, and it'll go edit, enter, or insert before, after. You can copy and you can move. So what I want to do is edit before. Okay, now you can do it after, but I just like to just go like this. So basically, it'll add another one before on that channel 5. You'll see what I'm talking about. But actually, you can see it just added that one there before. Okay, I'm just going to delete that. I'm just going to show you something here. Just going to copy. I'm just going to come here and we're going to paste. Okay, So we have the SA down. So all we need to do now is edit the top one and put it SA up. That's all. Like that. Hold. And we're going to edit. Come over. And we're going to go SA up. Okay. Now that should turn the light off. We're just going to exit out of here. So now you see. Go back in. Oops, sorry. If you hold the page button, if you go too far, say if you go over here, you just long press and it'll go back. So now you'll see now you see that arrow. Now it's basically it just adds the full range of your EPA. Alright guys, so we got it hooked up and everything is powered up as I was saying. So if it was free hanging, say from a multi-rotor, now that's on my aileron stick because I just have it in the channel 2, but if you wanted to put it on a dial or wide off your head tracker, there should be no issue to do. You could wide off so it follows your camera. This is pushing all the ways down. Left and right. Now to turn it on, so there's two modes. It's flashing like that. You have to turn it off, turn it back on, and then we get a solid LED. So in order to turn it off, you turn it off, and when you turn it back on, you're going to get strobe. Off, and you get solid. So there's two modes. It seems pretty bright actually. I haven't tried it with the lights off or whatnot, but it's actually pretty bright. It'd be pretty cool to have on something. I don't know if I have any use for it. I was actually going to put it on my my Wraith, but I'm not sure. It's kind of big, so I'm not sure how I would mount it on the roof maybe or something. I have to flip that around. So would be pretty cool for night FPV. So I forget the exact price of it now, but it wasn't overly expensive. I basically just ordered this, and it was like pretty cheap shipping too. So, because I seen it and figured I'd try it and pick it up and see what it's all about. So I think it actually, for the price, I think it's pretty cool. So anyways guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and see you later. And next time if I decide what I'm going to do with this, we might see it installed on something. So until then, see you later.